I'm ready. I'm just going.
Do you want a chair?
No, this is fine.
Okay.
This is fine.
All right.
I'm in there, right?
No.
Even better.
Wait, where?
Your hand and your notebook are in.
That's fine.
Hold on. I'll do. Oh, why don't we just do that?
Because I'd much rather focus on you. Nobody gives a shit who I am.
That's true.
I'm gonna break this thing. It's just gonna be your hand and your notebook.
That's totally fine. Yeah, but do I still get your reflection? That's all I care.
Direct.
There's two
Okay,
hands there.
cool.
All right.
All right. This is Jackie with All Access, and
Hi,
I'm
Jackie.
here with Jordan of Every Time I Die. And we've got some great background information going on. Tell me about what you're doing literally right now.
I'm literally drawing the Washington Capitals logo on a used drum head, and then we sell them at the merch table. We auction them off to the highest bidder. I try to do one every day with something related to the location of that show. So I'm just trying to finish up.
So, do you spend most of your afternoon doing this? Because you have some really detailed work.
Yeah, I usually start after sound check, maybe the day before, and then I usually try to finish by doors, and that never happens. And so I just try to be done by the time the show is over. Most of the time, I'm actually at the merch table still putting the finishing touches on them as the used is playing their final number. But yeah, today I got an early start because we didn't sound check because Andy went to see Avengers 2 in 3D.
Priorities. I mean, that's fine. So, and tell me about your sort of background as an artist, because this is some really detailed work you're doing right now.
I drew all my life, and I went to college for it, and I think like the first thing I would always draw like whatever I saw on TV. I would draw like He-Man or like Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. And so I always drew, and then when I won like a Perry's. We went to Perry's Ice Cream on a first grade field trip. Do you guys have Perry's Ice Cream, or is that just a Buffalo thing? We went to Perry's Ice Cream factory on a field trip, and then we had to draw a picture of the field trip, and I won first prize. And I remember that was the first time I ever like thought that I was better at something than everyone else. So I just kind of always drew since then. Always trying to get that first prize. I got a Perry's Ice Cream T-shirt and I think like a $10 gift certificate for Perry's Ice Cream.
I'm going to have to go get some ice cream later. Last time I talked to the band, I talked to your brother at Warped, and we talked about, he mentioned the very first time he drank Zima.
Okay.
So it's been a while, but speaking of kind of flashbacks and going back in time, you guys have been around since about 1998.
Yeah.
I mean, that's quite a while.
Exactly 1998. Literally, yeah.
So what do you attribute to your band's longevity?
I think there's a lot of things. I don't think there's one in particular. I think, some of the more serious answers would be that we're very proud of our music. I think you can only go so far, without actually having a good product. I think we make a good product. I think we came around in a time where we got in right before the internet thing, so we have this like gnarly work ethic that you got before the internet came around. Now I mean, I'm jealous. People just seem to just put something on YouTube and that's good enough. But we're kind of, when we started, you literally had to go to someone's city and play for them if you wanted to be seen by them. You couldn't just send them a link or something. So we still have that mentality in us where we like being on the road and like sleeping in vans and like working hard and like playing shows. And, plus we came around in a time where the music and the bands that we looked up to were very authentic and inspiring and aggressive. I just think it has to do a lot with timing and a lot with just ourselves, our hard work, just the fact that we like doing what we're doing, and kids seem to like us and we seem to like them, and you can't really fake that for 16 years. You actually have to like it, and you have to like the people. We don't like all the people. Some of the people are annoying. Most of the people we love, but a lot of them get really drunk and aggressive at the merch table. But other than that, we love all the kids that come see us, and I think they get that. They get that it's not phony. They get that, we'll have a beer with them and hang out with them, and we don't think we're better than them. We definitely don't smell better than them. We smell much worse. We're shot. We're injured. So yeah, I think just the fact that we like doing it is one of the many contributing factors to whatever the question was 5 minutes ago.
Your band's longevity.
Ramble. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. How has the band's sound evolved from last night in town to from Parts Unknown?
We actually learned how to be honest, I think we had really good riffs back then. Like I'll go down memory lane with those CDs every once in a while. We're trying to learn something new relearn something new, I should say. And the riffs were amazing, and I still like a lot of the riffs. I think that we just got better at songwriting. Instead of like 50 riffs in 4 minutes, we actually learned how to repeat. We learned how to trim the fat. We learned how to structure. We learned, that kind of thing. But as far as the music goes, I would have no problem picking up, riffs from 1999 and acting like I just wrote it yesterday. So there's that. I don't know. I think and plus we never really deserted what we've done. I don't think people like when bands just go, all right, we're going to be a ska band now, or whatever it is. Although I would not mind being in a ska band. I do play the trumpet, or can. But no, we're not the kind of band that's you're gonna put out a CD and you're gonna know that it's us, just trying to outdo ourselves constantly.
Fair enough. And over the years, you guys have contributed to lots of compilations and soundtracks and DVDs and
Video games.
video games.
Video game once or twice. I was actually playing a video game one time that I didn't know we were on, and our song came on, and I just started jumping for joy. That was awesome.
Any plans for another DVD?
We'd like to, but nobody buys DVDs anymore, so now we have to figure out. This is a real story, because obviously when we put out Shit Happens, a record label pays for that, because then the record label sells the DVD and the record label makes their money back. Now, if you pay for a DVD to be made, nobody knows yet how to actually get that money back. So that is why we're kind of stuck. We want to make one, but it seems like you just kind of we'd have to like trick people into buying it somehow. Like it would have to come with a CD or a t-shirt or something. Or I had the great idea of, I think you just front all the money. Maybe somebody out there can steal this idea, because I doubt we'll do it, but you front all the money. And then it's kind of like reverse Kickstarter, where it's done, and you have it, and it's filmed, and it's finished, and you just say, here's our little Kickstarter fund, whatever you call it, and we're not releasing this until we get all the money. So it's $5, and let's say it costs $10,000 to make. The second we reach $10,000, you get it sent to you immediately. It's in your inbox. It's done. You have it. But until then, we're holding it. And if we don't make enough money, then fuck you, because that if we're not making our money back, then no one can see it, and we'll just sit at home with 1,000 copies. I think that's the only way things will get done. But I don't really know if. I don't know. Everything's free now, so it puts record labels in a tough position.
That's not a bad idea, though, to do it backwards.
It's not. It's like you have your product and it's done. You front all the money. It costs $10,000, and if you make $10,000 in the first 10 minutes, then everybody gets it that bought it. Oh, you want to come in and interrupt an interview? Yeah, come on in, Will. Come on in. What do you need? Oh, you don't have one in your room?
No, we do, but someone's in the shower.
Oh, all right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
No, I think that's
It's a good idea, right?
I think it's pretty clever.
Yeah.
So what's up next for Every Time I Die? You guys are pretty busy.
I'm going to have a kid. My wife's going to have the kid. I'm going to go watch her. No, I'm going to be in the room. I might not even be in the room. I don't even know. I've been told not to watch. So I'm gonna do that in like 2 weeks, and then we're gonna go to Europe. We're gonna do Download Fest. We're gonna do a ton of awesome festivals for like 3 or 4 weeks. Then we will do another summer tour that I don't think we're allowed to talk about yet. Then I think we're gonna do another tour after that that I don't think we're allowed to talk about yet. It's really just nonstop touring. I don't know if anybody's. That's another. Oh, did I mention that in the earlier question? We just tour all the time. We just never stop touring. So it gets really weird when we do. Like I had to like ask to like have a kid, and like managers like
Fit it in your tour schedule.
he's like, listen, you're getting 2 weeks tops, so you better have it then. And so yeah, we're gonna just tour more and then write more and then tour more and then write more and tour, just never ending.
Well, congratulations and good luck. Would you mind showing the viewers out there your work in
Yeah,
progress?
yeah. It's the Washington Capitals logo. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It gives me something I like doing. I get very hyper focused on what I draw. Sometimes I get very, very, very obsessed with shirts, and then it's posters, and then it's, you know, paintings and custom stuff. And right now, these are my favorite thing to do because it's forcing me to work fast. It forces me to, you know, just have something out there every single day, whether I think it's good or not. And so once I go home from this, I don't know what I have to do next. Actually, I just flaked on an art show. I feel really bad about that. I don't really know what's next. I get a lot of kids that ask me to draw them tattoos. Maybe I'll just do that. It's cool now too because now that I have a kid, like it's funny because people don't get that you kind of want to be financially compensated for your services. So people are like, can you draw me this? Can you draw me this? Can you draw me this? And I'll be like, okay. There's this part where you pay me to do that, and they're just like, oh, I mean, that's kind of fucked. I've seriously had people been like, oh, it's kind of fucked up. I thought like, you know, you just draw because you love it. I didn't know that like you just do it for money. And it's like, oh, holy shit. First of all, you're a moron. But now, second of all, now that I have a kid, I don't have to beat around the bush. I can straight up be like, oh yeah, I could do that, but you have to pay me because I need to buy diapers. So that's my favorite thing about having a kid is that I can be very straightforward about money with people now, and I don't have to feel bad about it.
Just guilt trip the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'll draw that for you, but yeah, you gotta have to pay me because I have to buy baby food, I guess. What else do you have to buy? Food.
You'll find out real soon.
Yeah, diapers. No, then they breastfeed for like the first year, so you don't even need to buy food. Just diapers, I hear, is just really expensive. But it costs $234,000 to have a kid, from birth to 18. So I can't wait to find out what all that $230,000 goes to. I already hate him. He's not even born yet. I am so mad at him.
He's just kidding. Well, stay tuned for a lot more from Every Time I Die. This is Jackie. Thanks to All Access and In the Key of Change. No problem. If I can take just a still photo over your shoulder, we will call it a